So on this rainy day today, I thought I would share with you the 5 things I'm most excited to have growing in my fall garden this year. So it's the end of July and it's about time for me to start thinking about starting my fall seeds, and a lot of those things get overlooked by big box stores because it's time for back to school, and their garden things, their plant starts are all replaced by back to school things, school supplies, backpacks, pens, papers, that kind of stuff. So if you want to grow a fall garden, you really have to do the majority of the plant starts yourself. And for them to get developed enough on time before it really starts to get too cold for them, you have to start thinking about your fall garden in July, which is weird, but it's about the same concept of thinking about your spring and summer garden in January and February. So if you want to get a good start to your plants that'll go into your fall garden, you really need to start thinking about what you're going to start in July. At least for my zone, I'm in zone 6B, and so I'm going to be starting the ones that I'm not going to be direct sowing. I'm going to start them this week. It's the last week of July and they need to get started. So I wanted to share with you the 5 things I'm actually most excited about starting for my fall garden. One of these is actually going to be, or 2 of these are actually going to be direct sown, so they won't actually go in until a little bit later. But the other 3, I need to start them inside under my grow lights, and that has gone under an entire transformation. If you saw my video on making a grow closet, I will link that above right here for you to watch, but fair warning, it doesn't look like that anymore. I have made some changes and I will show those changes as soon as I start my seeds, and I will show you that as well. So into the 5 seeds that I'm most excited about this year to start for my fall garden, to have in my fall garden. So the first thing, and this is not in any particular order, the first thing I'm super excited about growing this year is this Copenhagen market cabbage from M.I. Gardener. I grew these in the spring this year for the first time, and surprisingly I got a super great harvest out of it. And I had huge cabbage heads grow, and I made sauerkraut out of them. I only grew 3 because I didn't know if they would form a head or not, and it was an experiment. It was my first time growing cabbage, but I will be starting a whole lot more for my fall garden because I'm really enjoying how well these turned out for the spring. So hopefully for fall they will be just as amazing. The second thing that I'm super excited about growing is this Bib lettuce. You can grow this as leaf lettuce or you can grow it as a head. I'm really hoping that I can get this to grow a head. I've never been able to grow a head of lettuce before, and since I had such a great success with my cabbage in the spring, I'm hoping that this lettuce will also form a beautiful head. My husband isn't really into the leafy greens as much. He likes iceberg, he likes Bib lettuce, and that's about it. And so I'm really excited to try and get this to form a head. I'm going to try and do iceberg as well, but I'm not as excited because I don't like it as much. It's just kind of flavorless to me. I'm excited about this one. So hopefully I can get this to form a head. I'm excited to see if this grows well. And yeah. The next thing I'm super excited about is really no surprise at all if you have been around for any amount of time. we all know that I'm partial to radishes. I like doing radish experiments every spring. The last 2 years in a row I've done radish experiments. I've done videos on them just to see how early I can push the envelope on how early I can plant them and how early I can get a radish harvest. I've also been experimenting with different ways on how to germinate these. I had really good success on germinating radishes, beets, and turnips using the paper towel method in a plastic baggie. I think I'm actually going to try that with carrots this year because I've never been able to get carrots to germinate. So I'm going to try that. Totally off topic, but of course radishes. I love radishes. I eat them all the time. I like them raw. A lot of people don't like them raw. I tried them roasted for the first time this year. So good. And also pan fried with some butter, kale or chard, and some burst tomatoes and eggs. They're great for breakfast. It's really good. So yeah, this one in particular, they're French dressing radishes. They're very similar to French breakfast. They're long finger shaped radishes that are not as spicy. They're really good. I really like these. So I'm excited about growing these. The next thing is also not really a huge surprise, is Swiss Chard. This one is mixed color Swiss Chard. I got this particular pack from the Dollar Tree. It does say 99 cents on the top of it. However, I got them in June, so at that point they were clearancing out all of their gardening things because you can't grow anything past June, duh. No. But I got these for 25 cents. I got these for 25 cents each, so it was 4 for $1, and I stocked up on a whole bunch of Swiss Chard. They had a whole bunch of different kinds of radishes and peppers and tomatoes and all sorts of nice things that nobody else wanted to buy, so I got them for 25 cents a pack, and totally worth it. I'm working on another video that'll come out super soon about how to start a fall garden on a budget, and these will be part of that video. That particular haul of seeds will be in that video, so keep an eye out for this. But I have grown chard for the last 3 years in a row. It is by far my favorite leafy green. It is so delicate. I find that the leaves taste very similar to spinach. However, I find them to be more mild than spinach. They're tastier, and the stalks have a texture very similar to celery. However, they have a nicer flavor. I'm not a huge fan of celery, but I really do like the flavor of these, and I just think that the different colors are really neat. So I can't wait to grow these. I've only ever grown the regular white, and then I have a red variety from Baker Creek called Vulcan. They both taste amazing, stunning colors. So I'm really excited to get all these rainbow colors growing in the fall garden, especially since a lot of the colder weather things lack color. They're all just green or white. I'm excited to get a splash of color in my fall garden with this particular variety of Swiss Chard. If anybody ever wonders how to eat Swiss Chard, I like to saute it in butter in the morning with my eggs. It wilts them just a little bit. I chop up the stalks and I saute them as well, and they are so good, so good. Last but not least, beets. This particular variety of beets is called Chioggia. I'm not sure on the pronunciation on this one in particular, but I love how they basically look like a candy cane. And I've been really into juicing beets lately. Some gala apples, carrots, ginger, and lemon. The sweet and tart with a little bit of that ginger kick is great. There's a local juice shop that is super close to me. I like to go there every once in a while, and they have one very similar to that, except for they add cayenne pepper to it. Ooh, sinus clear, let me tell you, but it is so good. So if you're ever wondering, well, what do I do with beets other than pickling them or roasting them? Juice them. They're so good. They're so good. So, let me know, what are you the most excited about growing for your fall garden? I know there's a huge variety of things that people could possibly grow in their fall gardens. What are you looking forward to the most? So let me know in the comments down below. So if you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Thanks, guys. Keep dreaming.